My wonderful wife brought me lunch, so I'm numbing on this while we play. Yeah, no teasers today that I've seen. If they replicate what they did last week, I guess there'll be a teaser tomorrow. I thought that they skipped Friday last week just because of 4th of July, but maybe they just wanted to do that. Dead World. Alright. Let's tap quick save. The augurs have detected wreckage in the Void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Look for the source of the wreckage. The augur crew reports that it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Pick up pieces. Some of the wreckage is made of plasteel, the rest is some unknown material. Studying the fragments further is nigh impossible due to severe corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Continue. Plasteel. Scanning. Loot. Starship remains. What? It just vanished. I need to repair my hull, by the way. Oh, that reminds me. We got those new ship parts. Hang on. Alright, negates 5 damage on each side of the ship and reduces incoming damage by internal fires by 50%. Okay, and then we'll sell that old one. Let's see. Short-range broadside macro cannons with 2 autonomous aiming modules. Fires 2 shots, dealing 21 damage per shot. Autonomous? Like, should I take that literally? Like, in combat, it'll fire on its own? Because otherwise, that just does way less damage than the other ones. Oh, wait. Can be used twice per turn. Okay. Try it out. Strafe. Choose an ultimate post ability. Boarding party. Flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate the enemy ship, starting internal fires and possibly causing engine damage that cripples the ship for 1 round. Can only be used once per round. Plus duration plus 1 round for every 10 points in the Supreme Commander's Persuasion skill. Boarding party, I guess. Supreme Commander's Persuasion. Who has the highest persuasion right now? Might be Jay. So I can't see... Oh, the number right there. Yeah, there it is. 105. Okay, I get it. I get it. Minus 170, by the way. Alright, there we go. Now all the people with the right stats are in the right jobs. Much better. Okay. Alright. Well, that was my main goal for a while, was just to get there and do that, because I wanted to see it. So... now we just wander around and do other things. Restore operation of... oh, there's Dargonis. Audience with the Arbites. Oh. Well, I mean, that's where he wants to go. Alright, so hang on. Let's reduce the warp threat there. Sure. So this is another one of our big planets. Restore the operation of the administrative apparatus on Dargonis. Okay. Lord Captain, Master Helmsman on the line. I can report that the quest for the capital world of the Von Valancius dynasty is finally at an end. Dargonis is straight ahead. We've received countless greetings. Your subjects would like to know when their master will be arriving. The merchant captain's taking refuge in the orbital docks of the Dargonis race to send you priceless welcoming gifts, hoping to buy your favor and make an impression on the rogue trader. Tell Dargonis the rogue trader is coming home. It will be done, Lord Captain. After the connection to the Master Helmsman is cut, the device crackles with Heinrich's voice. Lord Captain, I will be pleased to accompany you during your visit to Dargonis so I can personally introduce Achilles Solander, a servant of the Golden Throne who previously attended Lady Theodora on Dargonis. I'm counting on your benevolence. The Vox cast ends with a click. Scanning. Oh no, I am out of extractors. Alright. Nothing. Nothing. At least we get XP. Adeptus Mechanicus ship in orbit above Dargonis. What are you guys doing? Lord Captain, a transport shuttle bearing the markings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is approaching the ship. Makos Tarsus' delegation intends to board our ship and gain an audience with your lordship. This is exactly how he phrased it. He intends, not humbly requests. Many of my tech comrades neglect diplomacy when interacting with the laity. It is regrettable. That's kind of funny, but I said I was playing dogmatic. I didn't say I was playing rude. Hey dudes. Hey GX. Receive the delegation. They may indeed be here on important business. It will be done, Lord Captain. Requesting permission to be present at the audience granted to my tech comrades. Let's do that. Alright. It's even more funny when you see how fast one of them moves. I'm guessing very fast or very slow based on how you said that. Opticon 22. Wasn't that the one at the footfall dock?
They all will see.
A group dressed in the crimson of the priesthood of Mars walks toward you. Their gazes are fixed on Pascal. You note that the group is not monolithic. Some of its members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others keep a respectful distance and cast inquiring looks at their own leader, whose hunched posture belies his tall frame. Despite the hood hiding his face, you recognize him as Opticon 22, who you encountered on Footfall. Oh yeah. The enormous tech priest points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrate. Herald servo skulls marked with the emblem of the cog follow in his wake. They blare shrilly. Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge, for rust begets rust. Pascal Hanuman, in the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest. What? The hunched servant of the Omnissiah turns to you. Diplomacy mode engaged. Announcement. The Adeptus Mechanicus offers their apologies for would like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate a faulty unit on the rogue trader's territory. Tech use. Study. You identify the rare armor of the enormous tech priest is wearing as the Secutor's plated mechanized suit. It carries the imprints of many battles and has markings that announce its status as a relic. Some of the armor's damage looks fairly severe to the point of endangering its operation. The slivers of flesh revealed under the steel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Every now and then, convulsions shake the tech priest's body, and a painful sounding hiss comes from his vox. The tall tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There's an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? This heretic is accused of stealing personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy on the world of Kiava Gamma, and making an attempt on the life of a servant of the Omnissiah. The deafening roar from the tech priest's vox makes you grimace in pain. You touch your ear and notice blood on your fingers. The faulty unit will be removed. In the name of the Omnissiah, I condemn you. Lightning flashes across the warrior's armor, agony resounds in the blare of his vox alarm. In contrast, Pascal speaks coldly and quietly. You are malfunctioning, tech comrade. I deem your logical conclusions questionable. The statement is false. Tech brother Tarzus Hanuman is willingly undergoing holy/torment/deterioration, which, however, does not critically affect his cognitive capacity for data analysis. Unit calling itself Pascal Hanuman, we have information that implicates you. Having learned that you are a member of the retinue, a maintenance specialist in the service of a rogue trader von Valancius, we have come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. Grimace. Does the big fellow have to roar? Negative. Upon completing his sanctification procedure, Tech Brother Tarzus vowed modified his engrammatic augmetics algorithms in order never to desecrate, sully, tarnish his mouth vox cognitive processes with flesh speak. The servo skulls screech. Mine is a pure and binaric tongue that preserves only what is true and shuns scrap data. Point to the furious servant of the Omnissiah. Do you have proof that this tech priest is who he claims to be? Confirmed. According to archive entry 1E99237, Magos Explorator Tarzus Hanuman served on Maintain the Ship Identifier Classified in the capacity of a reliquary caretaker. He sustained extensive damage to both organic and sacred part of his body in a series of sacrilegious breaches of the right of operation and assassination attempt. Owing to a statistically fortunate coincidence, by the Omnissiah's grace, enough of the operational capacity was preserved for him to don a Goliath model sacred battle harness, which would preserve his vital functionality. Archive entry personally data sealed by the captain of the Identifier Classified. The sound from the tech priest vox is like the moan of bending steel beam. A servo skull declares, "For vengeance I thirst as I tread the path of vengeance, following a blasphemous miscreant's bloody tracks." Analysis of the security system showed that the assassin's heretics infiltrated the reliquary using Tech Brother Tarzus' unique identification code. Someone had stolen/duplicated/Brother Tarzus' identity, which is a grade 3 transgression. And the unit making the allegedly criminal claim of being Pascal Hanuman is known to have previously used Enter the Stolen Code. Wait a minute, what is happening on Kiava Gamma? That planet belongs to me. According to Vox interception data, the planet's fabricator sensor made incorrect blasphemous modifications to Manufactorum working procedures, which qualifies as a lapse into sacrilege. The Adeptus Mechanicus are hereby officially notifying House von Valancius of having commenced an investigation into Operation to Remove Fabricator Sensor Cubus Delphum. Estimated time to procedure completion, 3.7 solar years. Our data suggests that the unit which used Magos Explorator Hanuman's identification code performed an unauthorized upgrade on the planetary Vox array and introduced data deemed to be scrap code into its operation. This fact points to this unit's criminal complicity with the heretic Cubus Delphum. Hey Mugchat. Hi Nuki. Hope you have a wonderful day. You as well. What do you have to say to this, Pascal? Pascal replies firmly, his vox crackling with a hint of indignation. I deny these charges. I never plotted against my tech comrade. My cognitive purity vows were never distorted. My unique identification code was never stolen. I am the true Magos Explorator Hanuman, and I am not guilty. The tech priest's deep guttural roar blends with the servo skull's high-pitched whine. False witness! I am not handing Pascal over to you unless I see evidence. Let us get to the bottom of this matter together. Request approved. Ready to work in cooperative mode. Tarsus gives you a haughty look and lets out a howl of wrath. Archiving. Tech Brother Tarsus opposes lay participation in the investigation search for the truth. The unit Opticon 22 advises in favor of the House Von Valancius representative's participation request. Lore Imperium. I insist on a joint investigation. Arresting a rogue trader's retinue member without any justification stands in breach of the law and my privileges under the warrant of trade. Lore Imperium test succeeded. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Tech Brother Tarsus' consent in the co-participation of representatives of the Von Valancius dynasty in the investigation proceedings. Gained experience. A sacrilegious conspiracy. I refuse help from laypersons. I am a cog of the Deus Mechanicus that grinds down corruption, and I will carry out the sentence immediately. Oh no! Pascal freezes, but green sparks light up in his visor. He extends a hand toward Tarsus and replies in a clanging voice, "Let the cycle be discontinued." You realize Pascal's words are coming from both his own Vox and Tarsus's. Then every sensor on the Executioner's battle harness lights up at once, blindingly, and the wounded armored Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention! Priority notification, service units of the Kappa Thread supply line are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, a retreat and reinitiate negotiations. Heretic Pascal, I will wreak punishment upon you.
Another annoyance.
Oh, we are fighting. Okay. Wait, where did the others go? Where did Opticon go? Did he just, like, slowly walk out of here? What? Okay. Okay. Before the patch, that scene continued as he slowly walked out.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Alright, turn 1. Regen everyone.
Lord Captain.
Throw a curse on him so that starts spreading around.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Ow. Dude, he cleaved my dog. Wait, he also hit his own teammates. What was
Aim for the
that?
heart next time.
Alright.
Let's see to it.
Armor buff on everyone.
I won't object.
Haste
to
on
it.
everyone.
Naturally.
Word of the Emperor.
Let's see to
Shield
it.
of the Emperor.
I won't object.
Heal.
To it. Your turn.
Purification discharge. Taunt
Schemes
everything.
within schemes. What if?
Protect on me. Okay. Sworn enemy on the
genius
boss
at
type
work.
guy. Raise shield.
Good thought.
Two are better than one.
Medicae signal on the servo
My.
skulls.
It's time for them to run, my sweet. I can do that with
Pascal.
the right incentive.
Overcharge the plasma gun. Oh, she can't do anything with that. Cabela got a partial
Am
turn
I
there,
getting
but
paid for this?
A dance of blades and shadows. Trust me. As the... Trust my blade whispers your name.
Pascal's turn. Live bait on Muck. Bird. Zapped him.
My vow is to serve.
Machine Spirit Banishment. Hack his machines. Is this music from the game? Mm-hmm. Yep, just using the in-game sound. He's down.
Me. Another foe painted black.
Finest hour on
In the name
Pascal.
of House Orcellia, I shall prevail.
I got a gun. Can't reach that one. He shot my bird. Very rude.
Let's see. A wicked thought. What if?
Skip her turn.
I will
Just
leave
get her over here.
footprints of Scarlet. The shadow.
Yeah, I knew she could just end the fight if I just skipped to her turn. Oh god, he's so slow. Requesting cessation of hostilities. Point to Tarsus. Help your brother. This unit that called itself Tarsus Hanuman is dead, has been disabled. This material asset is beyond restoration or reuse as spare parts. After a pause, Pascal bows his head and a Beneric requiem pours out of his vox. Despite his misconceptions, he was a servant of the Omnissiah. Pascal, what did you do to Tarsus? Pascal's confused reply comes from his vox in a rasp. Unable to fulfill request. Hang on. The Omnissiah granted me an epiphany, and I muted the maimed machine spirit that was filling Tarsus's mind with fury. I do not fully understand the manner of my appeal to it. The situation perfectly mirrors the incident on Rykad Minoris when I appealed to the machine spirit of a malfunctioning mechanism and laid it to rest. I am sorry you had to kill a comrade. I also have a negative assessment of this event. The Adeptus Mechanicus still accused the unit identifying itself of Pascal Hanuman of criminal theft of a unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Tarsus, I am not authorized to immediately execute the unit, but neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. The piercing voice of the Vox synth is more overwhelming than Tarsus's thunderous roar. Tech Brother Tarsus and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset them. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now their torment is over. I declare them martyrs, and I am requisitioning Tarsus Hanuman's neural augmetic for the purposes of preserving his blessed memory. The astonished tech priests look on. Pascal leans over the slain man's body and extracts the augmetic from his skull. His movements are as precise as they are respectful. Listen in silence. With each word, Pascal's voice grows more powerful and majestic. You saw the agony your tech brother Tarsus was in. His unbridled, pain-spurred faith intimidated you, yet you were silent. Reverence stopped you from raising your voices to proclaim that the machine spirit with which his mind had merged was morbidly afflicted. The imperative of reverence had paralyzed your will, and you watched a tragedy unfold in silence. The sixth universal law states that comprehension is the true path to knowledge, yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. There is a clang as Opticon 22's knee pressed into the floor. Crimson-hooded heads are bowed. Let the cycle be discontinued. Did Pascal just make himself a saint? The radiant light pouring out of Pascal's visor grows dimmer. Static creeps back into his voice. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. What is the reason for this act of genuflection? It has been a long time since the words of the Messiah of Discontinuing were last spoken openly over public communication bans. We respectfully welcome Wisdom's return. So he has not forgotten after all. Were you among his followers? Negative. I had no contact with Archmagos Amarnat and was never a member of his flock, disciples, retinue. However, my analysis of his doctrine he outlined inspired me in deep respect for trust in him. Do you know where Amarnat is now? Data unavailable. No reports have mentioned Archmagos Amarnat since the incident on the Arch Mechanicus Hermetico, which led to the presumed disappearance of that void ship. My archive has no data on the Hermetico incident. The vessel was the Blessed Amarnat's base of operation. Is it lost then? Pascal's voice is filled with anxiety. I presume the conflict between you and Pascal has been resolved. The data received provides a basis for calling the fallen tech brother Tarsus' hypothesis into question. Out of respect for, / due to lack of authorization to indict, the followers of the Messiah of Discontinuing, we will not proceed with the detainment, arrest, termination. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Thanks you, Tech Brother Opticon 22. Pascal, there is one small point I'm not clear on. What just happened? Pascal's Voxenth crackles somewhat tentatively. I decided to sustain my words with an excerpt from one of the Blessed Amarnat's sermons on loss of internal and external function, verse 4. My analysis deemed it appropriate. Well, now that your conflict has been resolved, you may remain aboard my ship. Request denied. The Kappa Thread supply line delegation is leaving Dargonis, expresses gratitude for the hostility, requests gratitude for hostility, hospitality ceasefire, and proclaims its intent to return to Footfall to resume performing its regular functions. The tech priest looks over Pascal as if waiting for something. Pascal's Mechadendrite briefly touches the shoulder of Opticon 22, who bows respectfully. Promoted to Saint. And now we can loot. Omnissiah Axe. Just a sec. The axe might be an upgrade for Pascal. Let's see. Nope, it's identical to what he's got. Alright. Okay.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Another stub carbine over there. Oh, I remember this room. This is from the tutorial. The tank and stuff like that. Alright. You also picked up an excruciator. See if it's an upgrade for Cabela. What is an excruciator? Let's see, a power sword. Hold on. You know what? I think she's been using the wrong weapon set. Let's just unequip that just to make sure that doesn't happen again. She had a weapon set with one weapon and then a weapon set with a two-hander, and she was supposed to be using the two-hander. Toxic knife. Toxic knife. So her whole thing is doing lots of dots to enemies, and they do way more damage. I don't know, toxic knife plus another one-hander might be good. And there's a bleeding knife. Double dot knives?